Hey guys, it is me, Lightning here, and today in this video I want to be explaining why huge pets are not that special anymore. They're not that rare. And yes, you guys see all these pets behind me. They're not that special anymore. They're not that rare. Okay, never mind. Some of these are definitely special, like, the rainbow huge cat, because you can't get them anymore. But we're going to be talking about the legacy of huge pets and why, over time, they became not as rare. And you usually can see anyone in the server. If you go into one server, I'm telling you, you're gonna see at least one huge pet. If you go into the trading server, oh yeah, you're gonna see a whole bunch of that. I'm gonna explain to you guys how this happened. Some of you guys might know why this happened. And explain to me also in the comments below what do you guys think about this. And without further ado, let's go and hop into the video. So as I explained before, huge pets, they're not as special as they used to be. When they used to be, huge pets are unique pets. They're pets that everybody wants to get. So if you don't really know what huge pets are, if you're watching this video, probably do. Huge pets are very special pets. They're huge. Huger than usual. Let me just get you an example of a huge cat, So a huge cat versus a regular cat. Do I have that? Yes, a golden cat. This is a regular cat. Let me just take off the huge right now. This is a regular cat, the size of usually all the pets you guys can see here. Pretty small, right? Right? But yes, this is the huge cat. And as you guys can see, they're huge. A lot more bigger than the regular small one. So that's why they're all called, huges. The thing about huge is they're different. Unlike the huge within the original Pet Simulator 1 game, the original huge was just extremely overpowered, and it just, destroyed the game, and if you got the plush, you technically had an extremely overpowered pet. There was only one huge in the game, though, so it didn't really ruin the economy, and there's only 100 ever made. So like the plush really ruined it since a whole bunch of YouTubers really got it, so actually having a chance to really get yourself a huge pet in the game was, pretty low for a regular player. But in this game, instead of ruining the entire game by also making overpowered pets, what Preston did instead was something really smart that changed the way Pet Simulator X worked. It's the best friend enchantment. The best friend enchantment is will always be as strong. The pet would always be as strong as your best pet. Okay, the best pet in the game now is an 170 trillion power pixel demon. So automatically, this huge cat is going to copy that strength, meaning this cat is going to have the exact same strength as the other cat. I don't know if he's really supposed to be that slow, but, yeah, they're going to copy that strength, so, they powerful. So, you don't even have to have the pet equipped. All you have to have the pet in your inventory, and the cat's automatically going to mimic your strength. That's how they're able to make pets, better, because guess what? When the huge cat plush came out for Pet Simulator X, newsflash, this plush got over 5,000 on the original launch day. So, that's like a lot more. The original was only 100, and now there's 5,000 of them. So, obviously, a lot more regular players going to have them, making the plush not as rare. Also mentioning, a few months later, they had a restock of another 5,000, making it around over 10,000 plushies in total. And I have number 1,196 with my name on it. I did a whole entire video reviewing the actual plush and redeeming it itself. And also, as you guys can see here, I have a rainbow huge cat. The Rainbow Huge Cat I got does not improve any of the strengths. The Rainbow Huge Cat is just a visual boost that just makes the pet a lot more rare, because there's only a 5% chance of getting a Rainbow Huge, and it does only make the pet a lot more rare. As you guys can see, it also has my name on it, because I redeemed, I got like, 8 plushies. They got 4 in the beginning, and then they got 8 the next time. So I did get a lot of huge plushies in the beginning. I got the 8 when I got the restock happen, so I got more. And then when I redeemed them, I got a huge. I traded all my other ones for other huges. That was a bad decision. It's a really valuable pet. But, after that, you guys can see here, I got my name on it, and I was able to hatch on camera a rainbow huge cat. Not the rarest pet anymore, being the rainbow chest mimic huge is now the new rarest one. But the pet is still among top 5 rarest pets of all time, so I'm really happy to have one engraved in my name. So even if I ever do trade it with, I'm not doing right now, so please DM, I don't want to trade my pets right now. They're all sacred to me. But as you guys can definitely see, even if I do decide to trade it, it'll always have my name engraved on it, and hopefully I'll find a way back to me. And hopefully nobody dupes it if I trade. That's what I'm afraid of. If I just trade this dude, people want to start duping me. I don't want them to dupe Roxy. You can't do this to me. But anyways, after that, the pet also had one thing that was very special. They had Strength V. The pet does 100% more damage, meaning that it doubles the strength it gives. Meaning if you have a 170 trillion power pet, the double strength V will be able to double it, meaning your huge cat will not just be as strong as this, it'll also be double the strength of that, being 170 times 2, making that the most powerful pet in the game, and you'll never need to get rid of it since it'll always be your best pet. aka your best friend. So that's really a history about the huge pet. But after that, the second one that came out was a huge festive cat, which did not have the enchantment. Because you do know, guys, the enchantment is what made it special, Strength V. Beside that, it could have the enchantment, because when when it came out, it was during the Christmas event. It was only available if you actually get yourself in. If you get yourself a chance of getting within the egg. It was like a really low chance, couple million chance, so it was able to balance out the whole rarity, making huge pets still pretty rare, but making it good for free-to-play players since you don't want to spend $50 on a plush. Yes, each plush costs $50, so instead of spending $50 to get a huge pet that is already sold out and goes for a lot on the third-party market, eBay, or Mercari, or any other selling offer site, so, you know, you're definitely going to be really hard to get yourself a huge, so that was a good way of doing that. But then it totally got ruined when he introduced the worst feature, exclusive pet eggs. I think it's the worst feature because it's immediately making him hold from a new more money, and it's just really kind of a pay-to-win feature getting himself a huge. But he had an egg. It came with almost a terrible pet, something exclusive, but then they added a huge pet had a 5% chance for like the huge cat, making the huge Santa cat only around 17,000 in the award, still a lot more than the huge cat at the time. And they added also in the huge Santa paws for like a lower percent chance, an exclusive huge pet you can only get within the Robux egg, which I did have for like a short time, but I did not open any Robux egg, but I did have it, so it's in my index. That's pretty cool. But, you know, after that, it started going downhill, making the huge pumpkin, you know. It was, you know, not any Robux egg. You could only hatch it. Only, like, what, 1,000 were ever made? I did not hatch it, but I did trade for it. But then duping came along, and then they went up to 2,025. But luckily, I still have it in the index, and I still think it's a pretty rare pet to have, and it's just very unique and special. But after that, I sadly lost track of what happened next because things went downhill. And I think if my memory serves me correct, if my memory does serve me correct, I do think that the huge forest Raven is the next huge that came out. Then after that should be the huge golden dragon coming out with the new exclusive eggs. And not just that, instead of having terrible pets in the beginning, it had unique pets, making, aka, exclusive pets. But beside all that happening, so many huges came out. And as you guys can see out here now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Right now, at the time I'm actually recording this, update something, the next update's going to be the hardcore anniversary. There's around 30 huge pets, so huge pets are not as rare anymore. And you can actually get one right now being in Pixel World. You can get yourself, after a couple million chance, you get a Pixel huge cat. They used to have the hack huge cat that, you know, used to be a couple million chance in the tech world, but sadly that got removed, making me think that the huge Pixel cat is going to get removed. Because I think Preston's doing this so you'll be able to buy the Robux eggs to get a huge. Because you all know, everybody wants to get a huge. They don't care how it looks. They just care about that best friend enchantment, you know? So all the pets have a random chance of getting that Strength V. But once that pet gets the Strength V, it's extremely powerful and it's good for stats. And that's how the stats player is really building up those trillion stats. So, now let's talk about why the value went down. Just having 30 huge pets, you have to pay like what? $10 an egg just to have a 1.5% chance to actually get one huge. Like, you have to spend so much money and so much lucky boost just to get the pet. So why is that making the value rare, you know? It's still pretty hard and rare to get a huge pet. So we'll be talking about 3 pets. 4, being the huge hacked cat and the huge pixel cat, and then the 2 new ones that I'll be talking about later on. Because you all know, I definitely do think that the huge pixel cat, the huge hacked cat, and then the huge pixel, whatever that is, the huge pixel cat right here, the 71,000 exists so far. And over 92 exists of the huge hacked cat. So obviously those are the least value huge ever so far. But not anymore. I'll explain it later on. But after that, you know, that kind of happened, and, well, it helped it out. It helped free-to-play players. I definitely did like that update, too. I never got a hatch one, but it helped a lot of free-to-play players actually get it without spending so much money and going broke just trying to get a huge pet in game. So, you know, that was a good thing. That was a good way to balance it. It was pretty hard to get. It was a good balance between huges, making them pretty still rare, making everybody have a chance of getting them, but not as easy as they are now. Introducing the second period. The second period introduced gifts called the free-to-play update, which kind of slowly started to destroy the value of huge pets until this update came out and definitely did that. But let me explain. So the free gifts is when you play for like 2-3 hours, you get to unlock different gifts. But within the last 2 gifts, you had like a 1 million chance or a couple of thousand chance, a couple million I think chances to get yourself the one and the only huge cupcake. The huge cupcake was not an easy task to get. You had to open up tasks upon days and days just trying to get yourself the huge pet, even weeks to possibly even months, every single day grinding, trying to get yourself the huge cupcake. Another free to play pet, making it the most easiest huge to ever get. And with that, the huge value for this one went, down, being the easiest huge to get, and then automatically deemed itself the lowest value huge, with huges being usually valued at usually 400 to over 500 billion gems being the whole value system, which the huge cat and like Robux pets, are not really Robux pets, but like Robux pets usually of the huge one usually valued at 400 to 500,000, and when it gets older, a couple trillion like the huge Santa Claus. But when it comes to the plush codes you have to pay 54, those are also usually raised in the trillions value. But when it comes with the huge cupcake, it's right now sitting at a whopping 65 billion value. All you have to do is just trade up some value and you'll be able to get the huge. And it isn't that hard, because let me explain. I got this one. Yes, I did not trade for it. All these pets, I got them all myself. I got all these. They all have my name on it. See the dogs, the cats, they all have my name on it. I got this myself. I had a photo on my community tab. You have to scroll for a long time to see it. And also got this on a video, but I didn't get it recorded on camera, but I did get from the new codes. And I did hatch this like yesterday. So I did go all these pets myself. So I know that I'm a dupe, because the duping ward is scary. But after that, huge pets were still pretty rare to get, not that rare to get. So far, only 35,000 existed, and even though the huge hack pet and huge pixel cat had a lot more, automatically all of them are equal value, being on like under 100 billion value. So those being free to play, all these free to play ones made huge pets a little bit lower value. But since they're all staying in the game forever, or more and more as they come, the values are going to drop over time. But that's not the problem. Obviously, you get different enchantments. I got Teamwork enchantment. Wish I could get the Strength V. But, the random different enchantments making everything a little bit equaled out. Until this update is what really made me want to do this video. Because I was like, the update is pretty okay, Until the huge Hell Rock came in. This guy, look at that little derpy face. Look at that. This guy instantly probably destroyed huge pet value in a span of a week, because as you guys do know, this is a limited huge. Right now it's still in the game, but it's only going to be here for a limited time, and it's not going to stay here forever, so it can't just keep destroying the value forever. But Preston says, because Preston had to delay the anniversary update, the hardcore update, and then he said why not release it on the anniversary, so he's releasing it on the anniversary. So in the meantime, he didn't know what to update, so he decided to give all the free-to-play winners a huge hell rock. But guess what? You could get it in every egg. Yes, no Robux eggs, no gifts. You could get it in any egg in any of the wards. So you're like, okay, so if you open up a regular egg, you have only a chance of getting regular gold or rainbow, but it's easier to get the regular. Open up a gold egg, you cannot get the regular one. You can only get gold or rainbow, with the rainbow being a pretty easy chance. So the value of the gold and also the rainbow, the value of the regular and gold are the exact same. It's just the different values, but the rainbow one has a little bit more value. But you're probably wondering, okay, what's the chances? It has to be a couple of million if you open it in any egg, and anyone could get it, like, the pixel one of that. It has to be, it has to be a really high chance. And the time of recording this, since like 3 days so far, the pet's chance is 1 in 20,000. Yes, 1 in 20,000 chance to get this, meaning all you have to do is spend less than an hour or two opening up like 5,000 to 6,000 eggs. If you have max boosts like I do, and like probably some people do, it'll take you less than 2 hours. Like I did, it took me less than 2 hours, and I was able to hatch one. Yes, some people have farms going up. My friend was able to hatch like so many of them. Everyone's hatching them. That's the problem. Too many people are hatching them. It's only going to be here for 8 days, but since it's only been here for 3 days so far, the value dropped dramatically, This pet is instantly the lowest value huge, and then, it's really kind of like dragging the value, because you can still trade a lot of these and get a regular good huge. So it's kind of making huges really easy to get right now. And obviously, you guys see the stats are obviously pretty good, so you can build a good team with them. But when the update first came out, these guys had a 20 billion value. That is very terrible for a huge, because usually other exclusives like these, here, the Wicked Empress or the Storm Agony, because the tier 3 exclusive pets, not even huge, usually has more value than that, and they're still pretty new. While the newest huge immediately has 20 billion. But at the time of recording this, it was at 65 billion. It started to go up, but then it started to go down because a lot of people were hatching it. But that is really the story of how huge pet value is kind of getting destroyed. These are all my huges. I definitely do like them. I like collect them. I want to get a full team soon. But I definitely, I'm not mad about this feature. Like, it's a good free to play feature. I like how anyone could get a huge. That's nice. But I just wish he didn't make it that easy, because it is kind of destroying the huge comedy that Pet Simulator is starting to get. But who knows, with the new hardcore anniversary update, that might actually change things, making maybe a new rare variant of huges. Maybe. Who knows? Tell me guys in the comments below, what do you guys think about this video? Do you guys agree with me, or do you guys think this is perfectly fine? And any comedies are going to crash with the stock market of Pet Simulator X? Tell me guys in the comments below, what do you guys think? And I'll see you guys all in the next video. And, you know,